Okay, we are recording, and I'm going to just basically open up my Facebook Messenger and just share with you guys kind of what I'm doing, and then just share a little bit of strategy with you as well for Transform 20. So I know that we've been working, since the launch and working on it really hard. And I know a lot of you are feeling kind of defeated or frustrated because you feel like people aren't biting. And I want to just first reassure you that that is totally normal. And it's the holidays and people are buying presents for their children and everything else that goes on during the month of December. And since I'm in a position where I've been a coach for almost 4 years, it's a little different because you'll get into a groove where you start to have people whose Beachbody On Demand will be expiring. And so those people you can convert, to coaches like a year from now or, whenever they're expiring. So you'll notice you'll start to get an influx of people like when we do our 2 big program launches every year. So it would be this one in January, and then we usually do a huge program launch every July. So once you've been coaching for a while, you'll get into that groove where you have those people. Because I'm at the same place you guys are. I don't really have new conversations until last night when I posted that engagement post, that call to action last night. That started my first round of new conversations about the program. So if you are feeling frustrated, just know that we literally just launched the program 1 week ago, and we still have over a month before we even start it. So you have some things working in your favor. Number one, we have those 3 workouts that are now available. So you can start doing them. You can start sharing them in your stories. You can do a live video. You have those to use to your advantage. You have the Transform 20 info group that you can start sharing and dropping the link with your posts. You have the events for the live workouts that I've created, the Zoom. You can share that link with people. Even if they don't necessarily have Transform 20 yet, they can still come into the Zoom and see what we're doing. So, especially on that Saturday, the 22nd, they can go in and do that live Zoom. So you can start, I know Courtney was going to start tonight, and I think you already did. I think I already commented. But, talking about, hey, if I gave you a free workout to do, or anybody who wants to try a brand new program or a brand new workout for free, it's 20 minutes, drop an emoji below. Using that type of engagement post, just like the one that I did last night. For me, it seems that the best night for engagement posts are Wednesdays and Sundays or Mondays. And so I find that Fridays and Saturdays never do really well with anything social media related, but really getting in Sunday nights, Monday nights, and then again on Wednesday nights, just kind of asking an engagement question really helps draw some people into your posts, and then just continuing to jab throughout the week, showing up, sharing your journey, sharing your nutrition, sharing your workouts, right? So all the things that you've been doing. So you have an opportunity to start kind of sharing all of that stuff now that we have some access to it, do a live unboxing, talk a little bit more about the actual workouts, do the workout, share the workout. And then what I'm going to do is show you the actual kind of progression that I'm using when I'm talking to people about the program. So let me go in. And anybody, if you guys have questions or want to share anything, ask questions, you can unmute. I'm just going in and showing you kind of what I'm doing. So this is someone who commented on my call to action post last night that I did. If I could give you the 20-minute workout and a meal plan to follow, would you be interested in testing a new program? So all I wrote was, hey lady, thanks for commenting on my post. I'm super excited about our brand new program. Would you like to see the workout preview? Well, pretty much everyone's going to say yes to that. So then that's when I'm throwing in the YouTube link to the Transform 20 preview. And then I just say, check this out. And then she just chimed back in with what's the cost. And so I immediately gave her the link to our info group, and then I sent her a voice memo because her concern was cost. I immediately sent her a voice memo that said, hey girl, I know you want to know what the cost is of the program. There are several options available, but what I want you to do is jump into our free info group and kind of look through some of the videos. And then I'm going to touch base with you tomorrow to see, what your thoughts are about the program, what questions you have for me, and then we can choose the best option for you. Because I find that when I use that voice memo option, especially when they start talking about the cost, you can kind of ease their mind just a little bit and, let them know that there are several options available, because that's the first thing that everyone's going to ask, right? Because it's the holiday season. So this is kind of the progression that I'm using. I wanted to show somebody else too. I'm trying to see if I got anywhere past this today, but this was all from last night. And please jump in, guys, if you have questions, comments, concerns, while I start looking through things. And so here's a girl that just responded and she wants to see the preview workout. So I'm going to immediately go back to that post that I just did, or that message I just did, because we were just there. And please jump in if you want to. And I'm just going to send that right over to her. I'm going to send that over. So, and you can use this little upload button, right, to forward messages, even if you do a standard voice memo. Sometimes I will do a standard voice memo, and instead of saying the direct name, if you have something that's pretty general, you can upload that as well and forward that as well. So since I just sent that to her, I'm going to say, check out this video. And then I'll say, I will check back to see what you think, right? So, and then I'll go back through and answer some of these. Morgan, I'll get to your question here in just a second, and Lori too. So what questions do you guys have? Where are you getting caught up? Is it mostly price objections, or what's happening for you?
I'm just not getting any traction. So that post that you posted last night, I did as well, and I got nothing.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah, same here. I got 2 people asking about it, but they both said that right now they can't afford it because of the holidays. But they wanted me to follow up in the spring or after the holidays, but right now, too much money.
Right. And that's okay. And so what I tell those people is I will still send them the video and say, check this out. And does it look like a program you'd be interested in? Yes or no? And then still send them the link to our info group, because the point of a preview group or an info group is to really kind of create that fear of missing out and celebrating people when they're getting their packages and talking about the programs and doing those live workouts together. And I think even just adding people into that and then doing a follow-up, put it in your calendar to follow up after the holidays, which is fine, or check in with them in a week after you've put them in there and just say, hey lady, I know I added you to the group last week. Have you had a chance to look through? Do you have any questions for me? And they may just respond with yes, but still can't do anything after the holidays. But at least you've created some type of follow-up, or you can even say, did you happen to see the events that were scheduled for the workouts? Are you planning on doing that live workout with us on Saturday? It's free for everybody, and I plan on sharing that as an engagement post. And I also plan on telling all of my customers, coaches, whoever's in the group to invite somebody and share the link too,
What I'm running into is just that people take a look at the video and they said, oh my gosh, that looks hard, which it is, but it's something to get them started, and they have a modifier and everything. So
yeah. And I say the same thing. I'm like, yes, it's just meant to show you how exciting the new program is going to be. Right. But you can be assured that there is a modification in every single workout without the step. So there's a modifier and there's somebody doing it without the step. So they have 2 options to take it all the way back to basics in every single workout. So I make sure that they know that. I even had a girl today was like, I'm just nervous and I don't know if this is a good program for me to start with. And even Shaun T said in the National Wake Up Call last week that this program is for anybody. It's 20 minutes. And if you have to start with a modification, that's where you start, And honestly, when I'm talking to people, it makes more sense even if they have to do a round of like the 21-day fix or something else now or first before we start that, then that's okay. Even if they sign up January 1 and they need to get through a round of the 21-day fix and then they start Transform 20, I would rather them purchase the Transform 20 challenge pack so that they have that access so they can do it when they're ready, because I plan to do another round and make sure, because we kind of have like this, pre-launch, and now we're in the launch phase. And then you're going to have like a surge of the post-launch. So when you're actually doing the program, then people are going to watch you and see your results. And then they're going to commit. It happened last year with 80-Day Obsession. It took me, once I started going through the program and getting really good results, people were interested and wanted to jump in at the different phase points of the program.
So if you purchase the T20 challenge pack, there's the 6 weeks, we starting January 14th, but when that's over, do they take it off Beachbody On Demand and then put it back in April? Or once you purchase it, you have it?
Correct.
Okay, that's good to know too. I have a few friends who have just had surgery in the last month and they're like, I can't do that yet. I'll wait till April. So.
Oh no, even if they purchase in January and can't start it until February, they'll have it. They have it from the day they purchase.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just if they aren't purchasing it, then it won't go into the regular Beachbody On Demand until April.
Okay.
Yeah. And people always ask, what's the benefit of the early access? And, for me personally, I'm really selling Shaun T. Really just talking about how being in his exclusive test group and having access to him every single day and his cast and the way that he motivates and the way that he inspires you is a completely different, rather than the physical workout that we will be getting, just getting into that mental state and changing habits is just so worth it to get into that group as well. So I'm really talking up the Shaun T test group as well. Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go.
I was going to say this might have just been my misunderstanding since I'm new, but I was for the Transform Your 2019. I was thinking that I was only able to add, or not able, but was only supposed to add people if they were my customer, like officially. Are we able to just add anybody and just hope that they'll become a customer once they see all the excitement?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect.
So that's kind of my plan, like through the rest of this launch is, just continuing to drop the link to the group, jab about the program. And then what we'll do is right before we start the program, each coach will go in and kind of clean up, the people that they've added who have not purchased.
Okay.
So because right now it's still considered a closed group, which means we can share it, we can add people. But once we officially start our program and turn it into our actual accountability group, it will be a secret group that nobody can see and that we run like a true test group, a true challenge group.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. And so once we get a little bit closer to start date too, we'll just make sure that everybody knows like, hey, you have 1 week left to purchase. Hey, you have this left to purchase. And then even though we take the people out who haven't purchased and we move it to a closed group, I'm still going to continue to follow up with the people on my list, when I'm, 1 week in or 2 weeks in or 3 weeks in, and just share that, we're planning to do another round. I understand that it wasn't a good time because it was the holidays, but we're gearing up to start another round on February the 23rd is now a better time for you to get started. So just having all these lists that I just constantly work through. I mean, this is my list of everybody who's in the info group. The people that are highlighted are the ones who have purchased. This is my list from, new prospects that I'm talking to. This is my list of people who are expiring Beachbody On Demand. This is my list of people from my call to action on December the 2nd. You know, so like I feel like I have 55 lists here. And then this was my call to action post last night. So really just creating those lists and then following up is where you're going to be able to, you know, grow your business and know who you're talking to and when you're following up. My method is a little bit crazy. You can use Excel or whatever you want, but this is just kind of how I operate. Makes sense? Yes.
Yes.
And honestly, you guys, what's really important right now is even if you don't feel like you're getting a ton of traction, it's just showing up every day and being consistent. Because what people are going to do is they're going to be watching you, and not that people want to see you fail, but they're going to be watching you and seeing what you're doing. And they know when that, you know, if you're jabbing about when that program starts and you're jabbing about this new program and you show up and you do the work and you're consistent, then, you know, that week between Christmas and New Year's, I'm telling you, I went back and looked at my paychecks. And for the past 3 years, those have been my busiest weeks in my business because people are finally ready to commit. They want something for the new year and they're going to be ready to go. And you just staying consistent, you know, and I was telling Aaliyah this today too. I'm like, she's like, you know, what if I don't like lose weight? We were talking about that. I'm like, you know what? It's not about losing weight. It's more about being consistent and showing up every single day and just saying, hey, I was able to maintain during the holidays because I have my online digital library of workouts, because I have a flexible meal plan that's 80-20, and just kind of sharing those things that we do every single day. Because when people see that every day, then they trust you, and then they're going to be more likely to reach out once the holidays are over. Yes.
Yes.
And, you know, as far as like social media strategy goes, you know, my kind of general rule of thumb is like 70-30. And if you read any books that really focus on social media marketing, they say to, you know, for every 10 posts you do, you should only do like 3 salesy posts. And so that's kind of my general rule of thumb, is that if I'm posting Monday through Friday twice a day, I'm only going to have like no more than 3 call to actions in there. And that's typically going to be like on a Sunday night, that may be on a Wednesday night, and then that may be like a Friday midday or something like that. But usually I only do about 2, but use that as kind of a general rule of thumb. As long as you're posting at least 7 other like jabbing type posts about anything else in your life, then kind of use that rule for social media strategy as well.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. My computer wasn't working, so give me 1 second. I'm gonna leave the meeting on my computer.
Do you want me to?
Okay. Sorry, what?
No, go ahead.
Okay. What do you think about doing a live video instead of doing it like on all of Facebook, if I did it in my December challenge group?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I mean, how do you, when you have a lot of people, like with the post I posted tonight, I have, I think like 6 or 7 new comments. But like once I send them something and ask them like, you know, were you able to view it, or did it come up for you, or, you know, just asking them a question after I send it, and then they don't respond, like how do you just let that go, or what do you do?
No, I usually always follow up within 24 to 48 hours. Like with, say I'm sending a video and they don't respond, like I'll follow up in 24 to 48 hours and just say, hey lady, just checking to see if you got a chance to view the video. I really want to add you to our free info group so you don't miss any of the important info on our launch for this new group. And then they'll usually respond. If you put some kind of urgency behind it and share that you really want to get them into this group, then they're more likely to respond, I find anyway.
Okay, that makes sense.
And I just saw your other message about what do you say to someone who says the meal plan would be great. So, you know, as far as the meal plans go, you know, that's when I just jump right into the benefits of Beachbody On Demand and just talk about, yeah, it is awesome because we get a customized meal plan for every single workout program that we have access to. And they're all designed based on the intensity of the program.
Okay.
So then they know that, oh, well, I get access to over 700 workouts, and every program has its own meal plan, you know?
Yeah.
Is that what they were asking? If they just wanted a meal plan, that's it?
Yeah, she just said, like I said, do you want to see the workout preview? And she just said, sure, but the meal plan would be great.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I would just say that it's a part of it. You know, you jump into the workout program, but the great thing about it is it's only 20 minutes a day, and then you get a meal plan to follow. And then, you know, you can say, like, I upload my meal plan into our accountability groups every Sunday or Saturday. So, you know, you could even add that little personal touch to it if you wanted to. But that's kind of how I do it, but just making sure that you're selling the benefits of Beachbody On Demand and, you know, the challenge pack or the program as a whole or the early access, you know, just depending on kind of where that person is.
Right.
What else, guys? Let me ask a question. Is anybody planning, I was talking to Missy about this today. Also, another really good way to bring traction to your page is to do giveaways. And I know a lot of you are brand new coaches, but even if you do like a pack of Shakeology or like a 3-pack of Shakeology or just something really little, like I just ordered the Energize sticks with my challenge pack. And I'm going to do like a few days in a row of just little giveaways. And so if you do something like that, especially around this time of year, you get a ton of traction to your page because everybody wants something for free, right? And so I do that every year. I do like 12 days of giving. You don't have to do 12 days. You could do like 1, you could do 3, you know, whatever you kind of have around the house. And that's why, like, I always get packets of Shakeology so that I can obviously use them, but I can also use them as giveaways kind of throughout the year too. I find that really, you know, kind of brings traction and engagement to your page. Like if you have people like and comment and share, or like and comment and tag 3 friends, because then those 3 friends that they're tagging, you know, you could even reach out to and just say, hey, I saw so-and-so tagged you in my post the other day for the giveaway. And then you could just start a conversation from there with new people as well. So that's a good idea too, to bring some engagement. If you're finding that your posts aren't getting much engagement, that's a really good way to do that. What else? I'm going to answer Lori here in just a minute. But I really think you guys, I think we're just in the the infancy of this program. It's just getting started. We've just launched some of the free workouts. You know, get creative with some of your posts, maybe try a giveaway, maybe do some of the workouts live, and just continue to kind of jab and then kind of sprinkle in those call to action posts, you know, 2 or 3 days a week, and then just continue to drop that link and add people. And invite people to do that free workout and send links for people to do the free workout and follow up and create those lists, because I promise you, as long as you are consistent and showing up and following up, then once the holidays are over, you're going to have people who are ready to go.
I guess the one way I explained it to some of the people and that I've wanted to do this because they've done other Shaun T's programs was that I wish I would have bought now, started now, just because it's only for the base pack, it's only $34 more to get the new program, VIP access, and all that extra stuff. But I guess, like you said, it's hard to sell right now because of Christmas and everybody buying gifts right now.
Well, I don't want to say it's hard, because I think that it's all a matter of perspective. And if you kind of create that sense of urgency and you have people that are really excited about it, they will buy no matter what time of year it is. I just think that especially this time of year, it's a little more challenging because we have Christmas and people are buying gifts and things like that. And also people are, you know, not really wanting to spend money on themselves right now, you know? And I've even been telling people that too. I have a few people who are really on the fence, and I'm like, look, I don't know if you've thought about this, but if there's anyone who's buying you something for Christmas this year, you know, maybe you ask for them to like split the cost of this with you or purchase it for you. You know, I don't know if you've thought about that, but I said that to 2 people today, and I had one girl who told me today that her husband actually bought it for her as a Christmas present. You know, and then I have another girl who said that she's going to ask her mom if she'll split the cost of it with her. So that's always an option too, you know, just to kind of throw out there. Anything else? Any besides money objections? I know that's probably just the main concern. Good. Is everybody excited about the program?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Yeah, super.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think that's what we do. We start. Is everybody planning to start the hybrid calendar on Monday?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm still finishing shift shop,
Okay.
but I might do both.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
You'll be all
I
right.
don't know.
You'll be all right, Courtney.
I don't know if I have the energy for that or the time, but I'm going to try.
Are you in week 2 right now?
Yes. So next week I start the 45-minute workouts. This week they're 35.
Well, the good thing about the hybrid calendar is it's not like a progression. It's just kind of a random mix. So even if you started like Christmas Eve week, you're going to be fine, you know?
Right.
And that's what I'm even telling people. Like, obviously I'm pushing the hybrid calendar right now because I want people to get ready to start with us on the 17th. But even if they just say, Lisa, I don't get paid till the 24th, there's no way. Then I say, well, you know what? You can jump in on that hybrid calendar at any point because, you know, it's not a progressive workout. It's an assortment of different workouts, but you need to get at least 1 weekend, you know, just to kind of get prepped for Shaun T and how his workouts are.
Right.
I looked at the hybrid calendar and I was like, wow, I'm going to meet my goal before we even start the Transform 20. So.
Yeah. Yeah. And his workouts are intense. You know, you burn a lot of calories, which is good for this time of year, especially. You know,
I haven't done any of his, so.
Yeah. And so that's just kind of the goal. You know, you do the hybrid calendar, you get the workouts in. Like, if you lose weight, awesome. If you maintain weight, awesome. But you just show up every single day. You know, nothing changes. You just keep doing your thing. You don't let, you know, don't be discouraged by people right now because they're not spending money because it's Christmas. You know, you just keep showing up, you keep doing your thing so that on January 1 or on December 26th, you're the first person that they message. Yes. Yes. Guys, I remember, this is crazy and I'll let you guys go. But 2 years ago, so I'd only been a coach for like a year and a half. I remember being on the phone with a woman on New Year's Eve night who wanted to sign up as a coach with the challenge pack. And I was on the phone and it was her and her daughter. And I just remember that day in particular being so busy. I think I sold 3 or 4 challenge packs on New Year's Eve 2 years ago, December 16. So keep your head up. It's coming. Just show up, be consistent. That's what you do. You know, nothing changes. It's just, you know, even more so now, show your excitement because people can feel it. If you're just throwing a post out there to throw a post out there, people can feel that even in your messaging. You know, that's why I love the voice memo option because I can still like show the inflection in my voice and get excited about the program. And that gets people excited.
Yeah.
I mean, I sound cheesy, but I promise you that it works. Okay, friends, are we good?
Yeah.
Are we excited? I'm excited.
That'll be great.
I'm actually really freaking nervous because we only have 48 hours to continue our elite lock-in and we still have like one more thing to put in place and I'm like freaking out. So I'm just
What do we have to put in place?
I just have to put one more coach in place.
Oh, okay. Okay.
By Wednesday.
Right.
And I wanted it to happen today, but you know what? I'm just going to take a deep breath and sleep on it and it's going to happen. Yes, yes.
Yes.
All the positive vibes.
Yes.
Okay, guys, I'm going to do a little bit of work. I'm going to let you guys do work, but please send me questions, send me messages. Please let me help you the best that I can. If you're getting objections, I can help you. If you want to screenshot any of your messages, I'm always here and happy to help you. I hope you know that.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yes. All right.
Thank you.
All right, guys, have a great night.
All right.
Okay,
You
you
too.
too.
Okay,
Night.
bye.
Bye.